Now we have the bad guys rolling in. I'm curious, actually, are we going to get a name for the bad guy group? Because we don't even have a name for the main bad guy dude who made all the lollipops that destroyed Tokyo at some point. But it doesn't seem like there's a name for his antagonist group, but maybe that's just the reveal coming up that we'll get, I would assume. Just because at the moment, these are just, sweet user bad guys, random thugs. I mean, I guess they're not random, they are organized to a degree. But you know what I mean. Like these guys, as far as we know at the moment, they're just guys grouped up to cause nefarious things. I was actually really hoping this guy with the mask was gonna be the popcorn dude, but maybe his hairstyle changed a little bit and he changed his outfit because he was getting picked on. Do something like that because I like that guy and I'm hoping he comes back, but it looks like this is a full new dude. And they actually have the dude that looks kind of looks like Yuji in there. And the Gum Dude. The Gum Dude is present. I actually am excited to see this guy active again. I thought his power was really cool. And I want to see how exactly he's going to put more effort towards like the fight that's coming up. I will say though they're putting themselves in a bad spot because we don't know exactly how powerful certain characters are. We don't know how powerful like a lot of them are, and we're early enough in the series where things are a huge enough mystery. And granted, I don't know if the series will survive the axe or not. That's just gonna be up to whatever Shonen Jump decides. I like it so far. I think it's good. It has. I don't think its first volume has gone on sale yet, so they can't go off of volume sales. But we'll see. Maybe it'll sell well and it will gain some longevity. Either way, we have this chapter which a good chunk of it focuses on Midori, on Omisaki, and he's doing his thing. Like he's getting hyped up from other people because of the misunderstanding that was pushed upon him, that was given to him of his. I want to say hype, question marks. I mean, it's hyped to other people, but obviously Sumugi's the one that did all the work. She's just pushing all the merit over to him to keep herself under like a better position, flying under the radar pretty much. And after which, there's like this part where this pig, it's like the pig from chapter 1. I was actually happy to see show back up. I don't know if that pig is supposed to be important to any degree, but I remember when the first time that pig was shown, I was just like, oh, it says, I think it said dog or was it cat, but it was a pig. And I was like, there has to be something relevant towards this animal that this joke exists. Otherwise, it's what, like just a joke that this, what is this pig looks like a dog or is mistaken for a dog, or I guess it would be like the dog looks like a pig or whatever the circumstances is. But Misagi's just doing his thing, going out there trying to help this pig. This pig's like stuck up in this big ass tree, and Tsumugi goes and tries to help him at one point as well. They end up falling, and it's done in a really weird kind of setup because it felt like it was just going to be a slice of life kind of character chapter, and we even got some further confusion with the pig because the pig is barking, so I don't really know why. Like it's given relevancy, like what exactly is the importance of the pig? Like we even saw Irie at one point, like the pig go up there and it like listens to her commands. So is it a pig or is it a dog? It's funny. This is like one of the more confusing things about this chapter that I'm trying really hard to figure out is like the status of this freaking animal. This is like not a bad thing, but it's like, man, I have no idea what exactly this is. And you got like these bad guys kind of like slowly looming into their school. And we got a really nice opening actually too. What I would say is like the opening next chapter. It's like, oh, the next day you're seeing the regular routines for each of the characters. Like there's Irie who's just like sitting there enjoying herself reading, which it says that the book she's reading is a book about pork, which I definitely would find a little bit suspicious given that like they just met this like weird pig dog and she's I guess already considering eating him or at least being hungry. Either way, Midori is just like kind of like doing his thing. He's trying not to get too sucked into the people praising him because he knows it wasn't him. And Tsumugi is late for school, and that's when we have the bad guys showing up. I'm guessing that because we have Tsumugi running late to school, that's going to be a plot point. Either it's going to be she's not there at the time when they first start wreaking havoc, or she's going to run into them shortly into the start of the next chapter. Maybe like she'll just be pulling up to the school gates when they're getting all of their shenanigans all prepped up and ready. So like the chapter itself, like I said, it was primarily like really focused on this pig and kind of like the more fun aspects of it, not nearly as much like the important kind of stuff moving along. It was a sandwich because we got like big stuff at the very end, and then we got big stuff at the start. Well, I guess like more like story pushing. It's not like necessarily like big, but stuff like points and gears and pieces in the story are moving, and it's in between those 2 points. The rest of the chapter is much more comfortable. It's much more kind of just like not like lazy, but like relaxed. I think it's a better way to say it. Just like very relaxed, kind of chill. And then we have all this bits about like the craziness of like the bad guys showing up. And I really want to see these bad guys. As I've mentioned, I do really like the powers that have been demonstrated within the series. I think they've been creative and very fun. Especially like the cool gum spider dude. I think he's going to be really fun to see just use his powers. And if they can do like cool combos like he did with the popcorn dude, where like the dude had his kernels in the other dude's gum. So it essentially just made like this really cool wire detonation system that they had of their combined powers. I think it's really neat. I do really enjoy the weirdness of the powers within the series. Just because it's like the second a character power gets mentioned, before we even get it demonstrated, my first thought's like, well, how is he going to weaponize this? How is he going to weaponize X, Y, or Z? Like, next he could have something like, maybe one of these guys have something like, like Fun Dip. It's just like that powder, it's powder candy and stuff. Like, what if the guy with the mask pulls his mask down and has some, like, crazy Bufango mask and he, like, breathes out Fun Dip, essentially, and makes, like, a giant mist kind of attack or something. I don't know. Again, they're really weird, and that's why I do have fun, though, seeing them in action and seeing them demonstrated and really put out. But yeah, this was a short chapter. I did like it. I liked just the nice character moments between Tsumugi and Misaki. I like the pig. I'm curious to know what the importance of the pig is. And bad guys are on the move. This guy actually looks a lot less like Yuji in this chapter. Because it's funny, he looks a good chunk like him in the last chapter, but this one I think it's just because maybe you're getting a closer look. He doesn't have that similar appearance, or maybe it's just this panel. I don't think he's going to be anything like the character, but it's just in terms of like it's that train setup, and then his hairstyle is somewhat similar. I would guess, at least. It's in black and white, so we don't know the top color of his hair, but either way, comment below. Thumbs up the video, but friend the like button, subscribe button, and check out my other videos. But in that, I appreciate it. I've already subscribed, and thank you all for listening. Bye.